open space downfield. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Bruins decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. The kick is on its way. On his way back from the 20. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Slings it downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's complete to the left, and they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Angulo. Fires toward the target. Lost, the defense is wide open. He's loose. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw it again. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to Joyner. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Hand off to Joyner. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. But there's a crease. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. How about this job by the defense? A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well-disguised. That's what you got to do. You got to make it look like you're dropping for a pass, bring the blitz. Offensive line was full. He comes flying through there, untouched, gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one, 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
They'll try it over the left side. Brings into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw. It's Angulo. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got the 1st down. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit.
The great thing about running a bootleg is it gets the quarterback outside the pocket right now. It allows him to use his athleticism. You got to drop back. You got to use your eyes. You got to play the pass first, and then all of a sudden he takes off and chews up yards so quickly.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Offense changing the play. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Grove. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The quick out. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
To the air on 1st down. He's got him. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Bruins will hustle to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Thomas. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, UCLA!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Ready to fire from the pistol. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The run inside. It's Thomas. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game, and we're here late in the second quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Angulo. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. They'll send out the kicker here. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 30-yard line, and suddenly you are operating in plus territory.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Got his man downfield. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in 2nd and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and the defense frothing to keep them bottled up. Looking for room. It's Thomas. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll take it on the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this defense has come out really, really strong. I mean, this is the 3rd possession. They've already got 2 stops, and now they try to take advantage of them and go over the top because the D's been aggressive. Still doing a great job staying disciplined, staying home. To start this football game, man, they have been lights out.
He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the San Diego State Aztecs. And it's the Sooners who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Dropping back, it's Angulo. With the catch, it's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice gain by the offense.
And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Paul. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The Sun Devils right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Not always the O-line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. Still running it. Makes the grab in their space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
It's caught downfield. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. And the Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Joyner. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've been to the red zone 3 times. Will the 4th time finally be the charm to get some points? They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Maybe some room here. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air, it's Angulo. Under fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. There's still plenty of time. You see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Joyner. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Great job by the back on the option. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Thomas. Got it up for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got a little grass. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the run, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They'll run it on the counter. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. If you have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Here's the pressure. Lets it go to the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Scanning the field, it's Angulo. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Trying to find the end zone. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason?
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. I mean, that's going to be a safety. What in the world was he doing?
And man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This offense had to put points up, and instead they give up the big safety.
He makes the catch at the 10. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the 1st down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it.
Here's a little room there. Got enough for the 1st. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, The defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Working that left side now.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Picks up the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You work all off season for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. 4th and 10. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack.